Hey there, Keet, Remax Elite here. So today we're talking about the FHSA. So the reason why I'm kind of excited to talk about this today is it's something that I just recommended to my 19-year-old daughter, and I've got her started on this, and this is something that's I really feel positive about, and I think this can really help first-time home buyers and people with kids that want the best for them to be able to kind of make smart investment choices and to just have that kind of future and those goals and things in place that can help them in the future. If you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're always trying to come up with new content just to answer the questions that people have. So we try to make smarter investors. We try to make people who can save more tax money when they're buying their first property, and try to do stuff like this. Give them as much advice and as much knowledge and things that come up as we can. So if you have a question, just ask in the comments section or contact me directly, and yeah, we'll get you those answers, and we might even make the next video on your questions. So definitely help with that. So today we're talking about the FHSA, the First Home Savings Account, which is actually more like an investing account. It is because it's got, like, of course you can just save money and put it wherever you want, but the idea is it's got different attributes that the government is allowing people to use to be able to save more tax money and give this younger generation that a lot of the times you hear, like I've heard people even a little bit older generation that say, well, I'm never going to be able to buy a house, right? And what this does is it gives some awesome advantages. So before, if you didn't see my video about the RRSPs and how you can use that for your first home payment or your first home deposit, please watch that video. But this one adds on to that. So this is in a way, this is better. And this is something that I just recommended. My daughter, so 19 years old, when I was 19, what I did is I went out, just came up with a deposit. I was working a regular job, came up with a deposit, bought a townhouse, and I was able to rent out, like basically rent out the rooms so that I was able to live there for free. And my friends who also wanted to get away from their homes paid the expenses. So I was able to live for free. And this is something, as soon as the market got hot and people started saying, oh, everything is too expensive and the prices are too high to buy, and that's when I sold. And then I was able to actually turn around and invest in 3 other properties at that time. And this is done quite well. So this is something that I've told my daughter to start doing. So put the money into here. This is an awesome account. What it does is it gives you the benefits of the RRSP. So which means with the RRSP connected to first-time home buyer and just in general, is the RRSP allows you to, when you put money into it, that money comes off your income for the year. So when you do your taxes, it's reduced by that amount. So this account, the FHSA, also allows you to do that. So this means that when you put money into the account, let's say you put in the maximum of $8,000, and let's say your income for the year was $48,000, right? So this means that you would go from $48,000 down to being in the tax bracket and taxed on the $40,000 instead of the $48,000, which means that you're going to get, like, depending on how the taxes you were paying, you're going to get that money back if you already paid it, or you're going to avoid paying like 20-30% on that $8,000, right? And potentially also, because you're going down a lower tax bracket, the other money that you made could also possibly be charged or be taxed at a lower rate as well. So you would have, basically what it creates is if you take that savings or the money that you didn't pay and you keep that and you put that into the account, you're also kind of, you're having that extra money, and that money kind of makes more money. And that's good investment. And that's things, those are the things that if you do that, can make you really move forward, especially as a first-time home buyer or that younger generation, those young, if you've got kids or whatever that are kind of 18 around there, if they go in this direction, it really is going to help them, right? So the other advantage is you get the advantage of the TFSA. So if you don't know what that is, the tax-free savings account is the government allows you to, any money that you make on the account, you don't pay taxes on. So this means that when you put money into this first home savings account, you're not taxed on money you make. So right now, I know Questrade is one of the platforms that allows you to do it. I think you can go to any of your banks. Most banks are able to do it as well. But with Questrade, it's more of you pay lower fees, and there's this sort of thing. There's a platform. There's advantages of going to the lower price platforms. I'm not trying to sell Questrade by any means, but it's one of them that has come aboard and said, okay, yes, we will offer this account to people. So which means that you can invest in stocks, or you can invest in these different things, and you're usually paying lower margins than the banks and whatnot. So take advantage of that. Definitely look in. I'll leave a link below. My daughter, she just opened a Questrade account as well. So I think if you click that link, then she will also get a referral fee or something like that from it. So definitely click that, help her out. I think it gives some benefit as well, possibly to you. I'm not sure. As the RRSP in a way, because you're able to save that tax money. So you're able to save the money that you're paying on salary or whatever. And the year you put it in, you're able to save that money. But at the same time, it doesn't need to be paid back. So if you have extra money, so let's say you put the $8,000 here and you put more money into your RRSP, then there's a video on that, but you can use that money to also go and combine these and also put the money from your RRSP towards your first home. But the difference with this one is, as long as you're using it towards buying your first home, then the FHSA allows you to get the benefits of the RRSP without needing to pay it back. And plus, any money that you make on it while it's in your accounts, you're not paying taxes on, which is awesome. The other thing is that this was really made, the government seemed to make this more for the bigger markets like Vancouver or Toronto, where the younger generation think, well, I don't even think I'll be able to own a house, right? A lot of people think that way, right? So they geared it towards that. But in reality, the maximum you can put in is $40,000. But $40,000 is a good chunk, a good amount for a deposit in Edmonton. So the prices in Edmonton kind of have that advantage. So you have this account that's being kind of giving that extra benefit from the government because of these bigger markets, and you're able to use it in the Edmonton market. So that's an awesome thing to take advantage of. If you have any questions or anything else, I'm going to leave a link that goes through more of the details on the account. Definitely ask your financial advisor, ask your bank, set up a Questrade account, get these things, get the answers from the professionals for sure. Obviously, I'm a real estate agent, and I'm trying to help, but definitely go through the fine details and understand this before jumping in. But I think it's an awesome idea, and I hope you like this advice. All right, thank you very much. Bye now.